Hey friends, I wanted to reach out and give you a quick monthly update for where we are headed in the market as we look forward to 2022. If you're wondering where mortgage rates are projected to be, what we're looking at is mortgage rate projections at, let me see if I can share my screen. Mortgage rate projections are looked to be rising to up to 3.7% by the end of next year. We saw phenomenal interest rates this year at 2.5%. Even now, sometimes 3% is what buyers are getting. So as we look towards 2022, we can anticipate nearly a full percentage increase. Now is a great time to buy, so you lock in that great rate for your next home. Or if you're planning on staying in your home for a while, I would recommend go ahead and refinance if you're staying for a little while, because this interest rate is so low. So if you have an interest rate that's higher than like 3.7%, or looking at 4, go ahead and refinance and start saving yourself some money, especially if you're planning on staying for a while. Home price forecast for 2022, what we're looking at is an average across the board of 5.1% appreciation for next year. Fannie Mae is projecting it the highest at 7.4%. NAR is projecting the least at 2.8%, but we are still going to see that steady rise. So if we take the average of all those estimates, that's what we're looking at 5.1%. So that's good news and in your favor. Home sales are forecasted to increase again this year, and we sold 6.5 million homes in 2020. And as we head into 2022, we're looking at an average high on the high side of 7.5 million, on the low estimate 6.6 million. Continuing to move in that positive direction and continuing growth. So we've been in a seller's market for quite a while, and that is still projected to be the case as we head into 2022. This kind of gives you a snapshot of where we've been over the last several years. So we're looking at 1999 was when we really had a great, tremendous seller's market. But if you look at today, we are even lower than we were in 1999. So we've got less than 6 months supply is a seller's market, and in a lot of areas in Georgia right now we are seeing 1.4 months supply or even lower. So as you can see, that would really make it a seller's market. So if you're considering a move, now is a great time because the interest rates are low, and the amount of buyers looking at your home, they're quite significant. When we were in a buyer's market, that was 2008, 2010, we had like 12 months of supply. It was way more than how many buyers were looking. A neutral market is 6 to 7 months. So that really will tell you you can kind of gauge where we're at. So some people that have kind of wondered, is this a balloon or is the housing market going to crash? Well, the inventory and the low interest rates are keeping us in a happy, sweet spot for as we move into 2022. So if you're wondering what your home sale appreciation is going to be, like, is it worth, I've heard some people ask, am I buying at the top of, the market? If I go ahead and sell, I'm going to be at the top of the market too. Well, the home rates are going to continue to rise, not as high as we've seen over this past year, but they will continue. The growth is still going to be steady and still going to climb. So if you bought a house for $350,000 this year, and the end of 5 years is projected that you would have gained $111,285. So still a tremendous way to grow your financial assets is in investing in a home. So if you're wondering, is it a bad investment or is it a bad time to move? It's not, because you can make really good on the home that you're selling. You can buy at a low interest rate for where you're heading, and then you're still going to see that interest rise and that equity gain. So hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas and Happy New Year, and look forward to touching base soon. Have a good one. See ya.